Hello, Ran here, aka Mac, and welcome. So recently, Red Bull Gaming released a video highlighting Star Citizen as it is the biggest crowd-funded project ever. Amongst the video footage we saw were some sketches from concept artist Jeremiah Lee of some alien animals or fauna. I decided it'll be good to take a deeper look at each of these creatures and see what we could potentially be getting in way of alien animals roaming around the many planets found in Star Citizen's PU. Do remember though that this doesn't necessarily mean that we will see them all. Jaylee would probably present these concepts to people like Chris Roberts to decide whether they want to see them in Star Citizen or not. But that said, there's a good chance we will see some of them, if not all of them, as one of the images of the Oni crabs, which we have already seen, will eventually inhabit Hurston's scrap biomes. So it's highly potential that we will see them all, if not a few. Anyway, starting with the top left of this screen we got to see, we can see a large, muscular creature which looks to be like a cross between a pig, a buffalo, and a bear. Predominantly, it looks like it roams on all fours, but with the ability to stand up on its hind legs, most likely to reach food or maybe defend itself. It looks pretty tough and could likely take a lot of punishment. Obviously, if you get a bit too close, you are likely to be in trouble. But it could also be used as a workhorse for farming, potentially, we will see. At the top right, this is the creature that we have already seen in-game during the demo of ArcCorp, which ended on Hurston. This is the Oni crab, which are scavengers on Hurston. It says that they're slow-moving but with a fast attack. They have gills which flap at the speed of hummingbird wings. Now these are likely to not be too threatening, but potentially dangerous if you let a lot of them overwhelm you. It will be interesting to see these floating around the planet of Hurston, and just seeing how they interact with humans, how we interact with them. I see them as those capybaras from the Jurassic Park series, where they're quite cute on their own, but, you know, if you get surrounded, you're going to be in trouble. Anyway, in the bottom left is an animal which looks similar to a sort of a large, muscular bull, but likely a little bigger. It does say the size of a bison with large, crushing jaws, rough skin, likely, again, not threatening to humans, but if provoked, it could be pretty deadly. I'm thinking similar to a rhino or a hippo. If you get a bit too close to it or around its young, it may get a bit aggressive, but ultimately it's just a docile creature. Now on the bottom right is a prehistoric pterodactyl-style flying creature, likely a smallish winged creature. Could be an early concept for the apex predators native to Reela 5, but I would expect it to be a bit more of a scavenger and able to swoop in or swoop down and pick up smaller creatures. Unfortunately, I'm unable to read most of the text, but it does look like it says the size of a bat, so it could just be a really tiny winged creature that, again, may be a bit annoying if it's flapping around you, but nothing too threatening. Now onto the next screen, and we can see what looks like a collection of possible concepts for one creature. It looks like there's a mixture between a crocodile, a lizard, a gorilla-style animal. It says it can have a massive stance and charge at, or ram its prey using a potential tusk. Another option could be to have a snake-like predator-style mandible, but on the other concept, it could be more crocodile-like, laying in wait for its prey to unknowingly walk up upon it and use its powerful jaws to grab it or crush it. This would be probably one of the more threatening style ones that you just don't see until you get too close. But on the final screen, we can see what looks like, we can see it's more of a livestock grazing-style cow-like creature, which says it could have its eyes closed, it's got fine hair, and what's interesting about it is it has eggs hanging underneath that look like udders. This is likely one that is farmed a lot. Again, docile creature. Could be partly to do with missions where you're running livestock as cargo that is planned in the future to have creatures and animals as cargo variants. But we got to see some really interesting behind-the-scenes designs from, in my opinion, one of the most talented concept artists working on Star Citizen. The diversity of fauna we could see in Star Citizen is vast, and just from a few early sketches, the potential for what the player could see roaming around the planets and environments of the persistent universe is very exciting. Anyway, as I've said, that doesn't mean that we will see any of them, of these creatures. They are purely concept, just ideas. But that said, I'm quite confident we will see a few similar ones to them as they begin creating and crafting the creatures for Star Citizen. Do let me know what kind of creatures you would love to see in the PU, and as always, thank you so much for watching, Again, a big shout out to all my Patreons. You guys are phenomenal. If you do want to support my channel and my videos, do follow the link to the Patreon page below. Follow me over on twitch.tv/supermacbrothers Ryan. Come and chat, creatures. Be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I shall see you next time.